VIKENDI as a plane path goes from Winery all over to Pishkova here, Dave.
Yeah, I'm looking around real quick. Are Loops in this one? Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. Because, I mean, back to the Loops thing, like, a couple people, they were telling me, like, oh, what happened to Loops during Peacekeeper Elite Championship, right? Because they got 10th place. And I'm like, listen, relax, all right? They only played with 50% of their roster for Peacekeeper Elite Champion because 2 of their players weren't able to play in it. So they only played with Kowalski and Dadden. So honestly, you know, take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt, I would say, when you look at their previous results. But besides that, yeah, I'm looking at Loops, man.
I guess they didn't go like plus ultra in the PEC. They went like 50% plus ultra. So there'll be plus ultra going into this tournament, into the global championship. They should make it there without too much of an issue. I am seeing right off the bat, actually, something that is scaring me a decent amount is this wide spread of Power 888 in between players of Nova-XQF Esports, which is definitely putting a little bit of a frown on my face. So I'm going to quickly pan on over there to see exactly what is happening with these players. As indeed, Stops is already down to 1/5 HP, and he's only got also a Uzi and a shotgun, which is going to be a little bit of a tricky one for Stops here.
I mean, imagine having 888 power. Are we calling them Power 88, by the way, or Power 888?
I don't know what we're going to go with yet. I say, like, can say 888 or, like, just, I don't know. Everything works, I guess. I'll just say Power.
I mean, I guess it's what the fans want, right? So I guess if there's some Southeast Asia fans in the chat, let us know. Power 88. What's the best name?
Exactly. Power. Okay, so with that said, Stops is going to be taking his time. Order is going to go for a rooftop play. I think he fell without doing that one on purpose, but Stops is going to be actually chased away from this position. Thinking to escape, potentially unscape. As I say that, no, he's going to get peeked away by the side of Nova. But which is good that this is happening in scrims, right, Dave? Like, now they can easily know that Nova drop in this position, and they can easily fix that before going into the global championship itself.
Honestly, when it comes to Nova, like, I'm not trying, you know, I think we're going to see them flex a lot here in scrims when it comes to certain maps.
Yeah.
I think, you know, they're trying to find their spot to call home because Nova and 4 AM, they don't have a home when it comes to VIKENDI. That's just the truth. So let's see how they perform here. I mean, Paraboy can hit them shots. Let's be real. Paraboy MVP, right? Coming on over from China. So we'll see what they could do here.
Yeah. I mean, cool, like the best player in the world currently, and still holds that title to this day. So definitely a player. It doesn't matter really on which map he's going. He's still just going to go for it. People saying, make Mustache J. Oh, face cam. Oh, we can try and maybe get face cam eventually. That'll be cool.
Oh, man. You gotta pay extra for that.
You gotta pay extra for that? Oh, damn.
Sorry.
If we're on the guys, if we're on the mustache on stream, we got to pay. Come on.
For real though, you know, since PMPL, I've just been letting the beard grow out, so I haven't groomed.
Oh, do Movember?
Yep, no shave.
That's
November, cool. So I'm gonna shave probably tomorrow. So, yeah, make sure you sub for the exclusive face cam.
Go on the OnlyFans if you want to see him shave his himself. It's going to be special.
Sub to your YouTube channel. But,
I was just advertising your socials, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey.
But Abrupt Slayers is slowly going to get pushed upon by Godsent in the southern side in Counter/Hot Spring. And they, like, can see that Abrupt Slayers are literally locked underneath the swimming pool. So I'm just intrigued. How the hell do you get in this position in the first place? As they're just going to be now chilling there. But, like, I want to talk a little bit about this phase 1 circle, right, Dave? Like, 50% water. Those aren't fun to play with. And also you got this river in play. Like, these teams are going to struggle to find a decent spot.
I mean, fun to play in, I can agree. Fun to watch, though? Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. Because, especially on VIKENDI, because if you get a full mainland circle, like, I mean, let's be real, it could be pretty slow, circles 1 and 2. So, at least when we have 50% water. Ooh, Joker. Oh, on to Marley right there. Oh, they're getting shot from behind, though. This is not the best position to be in for him.
Oh, they almost took it. 2v4. But yeah, Godsent will at the end remain alive. The Irishman of Reeves will be able to get the res on his teammates. And that will be Abrupt Slayers. They're taken out instantly in 13th position.
But back to your question, like with these 50% water zones, it just forces these teams to get into early fights, which I love to see.
Exactly. I mean, it's such a regular like event when we go down to VIKENDI. Those circles happen on such a regular basis. Like teams can easily respond to it without too much of an issue. But Nova-XQF were able to find another player of Power. So Power, I believe, down to 1 or 2 players. It's only going to be one. It's going to be TTOP. So seem like they're going to be regretting this one a decent amount. Jason, why is the host of the tournament? Jason is calling me right now.
Oh, you should pick it up. It might be
I'll
important.
pick it up.
Like,
okay, I'll let you entertain.
I can feel. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys don't know, Jason, the hostess with the mostest, nice dude. Nice dude is gonna be hosting the desk along with Max. And looking around here, there's some fights popping off. Hey, make sure you follow Mustache Dave, by the way, on Twitter. Just putting it out there. Let me know what's going on. Oh, Jason might have called me something about my audio, possibly, if I could hear in the background. But my audio's messed up.
There you go. They couldn't hear me because I had it muted on OBS. Like that's what we call good
you were
production.
muted the whole time?
On OBS. But like you
trolling.
couldn't hear me.
So I was talking to myself? No way. Oh man, you're throwing, Max.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're good. But we're back though. We're back. And Jason though was telling me actually to put you louder. So there you go. You're louder now.
I'm chilling. Like I'm leaning back. I'm in a recliner. You know, usually when I cast, I'm standing up. So like I'm telling you, like I'm chilling. I'm taking notes with you. I'm just chatting. I know you're casting. You did a great job, by the way, earlier on.
Thank you.
But you need to rest a little bit, man. You need to rest your voice a little bit. You can't go all out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
We've been chilling. It's fine. Dude, I want to get a recliner too now. I'm gonna go buy one. Get one of my.
The lazy boy. The lazy boy.
The Dave lifestyle. Like.
Talk about the game. Spam it in the chat. Yep, we know. Talk about the game. So, what's happening?
What's happening? Well, so far we're going to be going in well, Nova going to have yourself 2 teams, Konina Power and also Archer Gaming. So Archer, their team a little bit up and down, you know, a little bit all over the place. They were able in game 1 to take down Nova-XQF, which is a huge achievement. But now they're a little bit spread, especially Sung of Archer Gaming. He's going to be just pinned down by the rest of Konina Power on the rooftop, which is somewhat safe, but we all know in VIKENDI you're really never safe. An off angle could easily surprise you.
Archer Gaming from South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've been playing together for around 7 months. So I love to see it. I love to see teams who have been playing together for a while because that's, you know, you were talking about synergy earlier on. I feel like the longer you play together, the more synergy you have. I mean, that's just a fact. But Nova, they're in a fight. Jimmy down. I see Jimmy's down.
Gonna be panning over there. There you go. So yeah,
pan over.
The
cameraman.
Hey, I'm there. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good, cameraman. It's fine. But like, Jimmy's gonna get indeed rezzed up. He's in a decent spot. I like the orders though, not being too aggressive. He's just keeping information for his teammates to make sure they can try and maybe get a good spot later on. So orders just being the eye of Sauron for his team and make sure that Alpha don't get too overzealous and too confident in their spot. As the res did come on through on Jimmy, as you just mentioned, and now Nova, you're gonna have Paraboy slowly joining on the position of order. How do Alpha respond to this one? Because they got the river behind them. Do they maybe swim it over to Castle or over to the east? Like, what's their game plan here?
For me, I mean, Alpha, I think they're kind of forced to take this fight, but traditionally, when I look back at Alpha as a whole, they try to avoid fights early to mid-game as much as possible. They go for these wide rotates, but Jimmy and Cool Boy, they're not going to let that one happen. They are making the pull-up right here. Yeah, Jimmy's going to be able to find himself one, but he's going to be instantly traded away. Cool Boy now with the G36C, going to try and just drop bomb above. But can he make that fight go in his favor? Though he's going to spot that one player, shoots down below, finds up one, goes, switches to weapon, another one. Cool Boy finds a double onto Alpha 7. And now Nova down to only one player here. Dave, what a fight that was. Cool Boy doing so good. So good. Yeah, and you know, that goes back to my point. Alpha, they like to avoid these early fights, and that's why, you know, that's exactly why. In these tough situations, you know, maybe things, you know, fall apart just a little bit. Late game, though, I mean, if they can show up late, that's the thing with Alpha. They show up late game, right? They avoid all the fights. They show up late game, they have all their team alive. So, like, right then and there, having 4 up late game, you're already at the advantage. Like, you have the advantage. I mean, that's just a given, because a lot of teams, they might have 2 players, they might have 3 players. Very rare to have the team up in the end, unless you actually try to do that. So that's Alpha 7's strategy right there, but what we just saw is kind of the thorn in their side.
Yeah.
To that strategy.
Exactly, the little weak side of that one. But it's fine. They'll be able to make their way through. It's fine. We're just scrims. We're trying stuff out. Just trial and repeat. And if it doesn't work, fix it. Exactly.
We're just chatting. Yeah, we're just chatting.
Having a fun time. Like now,
that's my opinion.
I found over to 4 Angry Men real quick. 4 Angry Men did go down to the hands of this. Do you say Zeus or Zeus, by the way? I'd say in French, like, is Zeus, but like, how do you say in English?
Zeus?
Like, Zeus. There you go. It is Zeus then.
Gaming.
I say in French, like, with my French accent. It doesn't work.
I mean, you're French, so
exactly.
I think you gotta stay true to who you are, right? So.
Okay.
Zeus is a Greek mythology too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Over to Volnova. There's a Konina Power versus RRQ Gaming currently happening. Got Ovo. I want to say Owo all the time, but that's because I'm a weeb. I'm sorry for that one. But Konina Power so far, they're going to be in a position where grenades could easily come through from Onyx. He's going to be just standing on this one as a one-man team. Fabian did get knocked away. He could still give some information over to Inoxix, so he can actually peek in time. He gets information. The spray just not able to connect just yet. And he gets no knocks whatsoever, and he is struggling to hold on to that line of sight, and he is just put down to now 1/5 HP. He is struggling here, Dave, as he's about to get pushed up by the Konina Power boys, and the Konina Powers will indeed eliminate RRQ Gaming in Volnova.
I mean, still respect for at least being able to spray a couple clips in that 1v3. I mean, that's really on Konina Power's side to get that knockout quick and easy. But they did. They eventually did. Acer. You're gonna begin the pickup right there. 4 kills so far. So Rob Dini, right? I'm also practicing my my name, my call outs. Gonzo, Black White, Rob Dini, and Acer. I'm telling you, some of these players, like their names, you'd say it one way, and they're like, that's not how you say it, but it's spelled so strange. Not necessarily here for Konina Power, but I mean, you know what I'm talking about, man. So just trying to make sure we get it right, get it down, get it tight.
There was an IGN ages ago that I used to call it Alleluia, but it was actually said Annalise. I was like, I had no idea how
Annalise, Annalise.
Exactly.
Annalise,
and I was like, how the hell is that said Annalise? Okay. But now we're going to have actually...
It was spelled, it was spelled crazy, so that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, Zapsor! No! He's going to be just roast himself to a crisp, and he is going down to his own molly. Will he actually deny a kill away from Godsent? If he dies on his own, he actually does not give a kill over to Godsent. I mean, that's a way to do it. That works. I do not hate on that.
I got flamed so hard on Twitter.com the other day because I was like, if players, and I was just floating the idea. I don't know if you saw this. I said, if players go out to the blue zone, -1 point.
Oh,
I got flamed.
That's a ballsy statement there.
So hard. But that right there is what reminded me of that. That player denying the point. Like, you could easily do that, right? I mean, denying the point is so important that we don't really see used. I mean, shoot, execute. They made it here by only 1 point. So 1 point could be the deciding factor, and it's really underrated.
Yeah. But not only them, also Godsent qualified like on the last day of EMEA League. Like so many teams like barely made it through. So I find it really interesting to see exactly how many points. I'll have to recall exactly, but it was it was like on the last game they qualified. It was like 1 point away from Konina Power. Like they did make it through after because they did take an extra team from EMEA League, but it was still really close for Godsent, and they did make it through. Did you upload them?
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Who are you looking forward to? I mean, not one of your EMEA teams.
Na'Vi. It has to be Na'Vi. Like, I think they're the best team Europe has ever produced. Easily.
No. I said not one of your EMEA
Oh, not
teams.
Okay.
Yeah, because
not one of them.
That one's harder, huh?
It's a little bit more tricky.
Not Bigetron and not Loops.
That's it.
I'm putting you on the spot.
I was gonna say Bigetron. That's the thing, right? But like, I'm gonna go with some 4 Angry Men. Reason why I think that in the PEC they were an extremely consistent team. They would like reliably always be like around top 5, which I think for like a tournament just over the span of a month is a big +1. So I would have to go with 4 Angry Men. There you go.
They were the most consistent. I know a lot of people, you know, we love Nova, we love their squad mates, but when it comes to consistency for BEL, yeah, 4 Angry Men, like they got a 2nd place season 1, 3rd place season 2, 1st place season 3, and then a 3rd place for the PEC championship that just happened. So very consistent squad coming out from China.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to be looking out for them, man. I mean, just like, if you have a Chinese team, like, you got to look out for them anyways. Just too good at the game. But that's fine. We're going to be seeing how things are going to be panning out for these squads. And now we only have 8 teams still remaining. Nova, they already got himself Powerboy inside the circle in the river. Gonna try and make it over to the eastern coastline, but yeah, a few squads are gonna be taking some big fights. Well, like you can see the north and the east is completely free here. There's so much room to play with.
Loops going for a swim. Hey, by the way, hopefully I'm not throwing off your juju with your casting. By the way, I know this isn't like the traditional cast, but
Hey,
just want to say,
fine,
we're killing it, bro.
I like it. Hey, it's actually interesting because like you guys know, me and Dave are going to be working on the PMGC. This is the first time we actually talked in a voice chat together. It's just like him and me. This is
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it is.
Not.
Yes, it is.
I don't have an ego. I'm just saying, you never messaged me. All right, that's the truth.
Dude, you're the superstar here. Okay, I'm just like, oh my god,
no.
the mustache is so clean.
I'm just a guy with the mustache. That is it. That is it. All right.
The mustache is intimidating.
Luke's going for a swim. yeah. Hey, my DMs are open. All right, you got to DM me. You want to say something? Just send it, man. Send it.
There you go.
I mean, I know who you are. I mean, I've been watching you work for like a year or two now. So, I mean, I don't know.
Stop making me flustered and everything. Stop doing that. That's not cool.
You're making it seem like I got the ego here, though. I don't. I'm telling you, I don't. Everybody talks to me. I think it's just, Max, you didn't like me, dude. You didn't like me.
I'm antisocial. I watch anime, dude. Like, I don't like people. Like, just how it is. Damn. Okay. So let's go a little bit back to the game here. Like, a lot of the teams actually just dead center. You said it, like, Loops going for a little swim-de swim.
That's crazy.
I'm interested in whether they're going to try and like enter the circle. I would say just don't make it into Contra because you don't know there's Godsent there currently. That's a risky play. I would say just go maybe even like between where Zeus and Godsent currently are, even maybe on the east behind Zeus. I think they're also waiting to see where the next circle is going to go to see what approach they want to go with. But Loops, this is they're putting themselves in a position where it's a risk for sure.
I want to see Bluebees just spray them down, but Loops, they're so far out there swimming. But you have to come up for air. So if the Bluebees have a couple scopes, I already see them kind of checking out that general area. That could be some solid points. So I'm looking forward to the Bluebees. There you go. That's because I named Loops, but without being biased and without being the easiest to answer Bigetron. I think Bluebees have a good shot at this, man. I mean, they've been putting in the work.
Especially like now the Japan like region is gonna have like such a big esports scene in the future. Like they announced like a new tournament event.
Franchised.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really happy. Crazy. And so like we can have so much extra talent coming out from the Japanese region in the future in like the year 2021, 2022. So like Bluebees is like the first team coming out from Japan that's going to be playing on this international stage once again. But like I can expect just so many more Japanese teams to come out in the future and represent their region to their fullest. So
let's you and I. This is going so well. Let's move to Japan and be the English casters for 2021. I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying. Franchise league, all right? Just saying.
Mustache Dave, Maxman combo, if you guys need it. We're available. Hit us up in the DMs, as Mustache Dave just said.
Hit us up. Let's go Bluebees. So, all right. I mean, this is like a preview to what we are going to see, right? And yeah. So, Bluebees. And I'm giving you stuff, man. I'm giving you stuff. I hope I'm supposed to be the one taking notes. I hope you're taking notes.
Yeah, I'm just doing spectating at the same time, so I'm fine. I'm just doing everything.
So Bluebees, Japan League, they play on tablets. They're not playing on the tablet here. So they played their whole careers on tablets. Right after the Japan League finished, they immediately swapped to smartphones to start gaming. So they not a lot of time.
Getting used to it. Yeah. It's good for them to do scrims then. This is exactly what I saw, right? To get used to their new device. So I think this is definitely going to help them out in the long term. But like talking about, Bluebees, the BB team, they're going to actually be crossing over the river away from Volnova, and they should be encountering Konina Power very soon unless they want to go for a wider southern rotation. But I think the Konina Power, they see them. Oh yeah, they do. Rob Denny is just locked and loaded on their position. He knows exactly what's happening on this bridge side. And the moment he sees a pixel out of place, he's just going to mow it down and spray down the opposition of Bluebees. But I don't know what to think of this 2-2 split, like having Divine and a Rage Yoko on the backside over the bridge and having two players forward. I think you would want to initiate this push on this compound as a 4-man team instead of having a 2-2 split.
I think the idea was for Lufa and his squad mate to kind of get across the way and provide the cover fire, right, for their other two squad mates to cross the bridge or swim. Yeah, they definitely don't want to take the fight, though. I mean, Konina Power, they're in the safety and comfort of the compounds. So they definitely have the advantage when it comes to simply taking the gunfire. And Lufa actually going to be pushing up here on Rob Dini. Rob should hear him. we'll definitely hear him now after taking shots at Black-White.
Yeah, there you go. That's a double kill. This is exactly... if they stayed in their position, I was okay with how Blue Bees were playing that one. But the fact that they decided to actually push it in a building, in a compound, which they had no information over, is what caused their demise. And now Ray Jocko and Divine are just like, well, we've got a full send. Eventually, they know where we are right now, so they're going to go for the push. They're going to send Divine forward. Unfortunately, his car's in really dire shape, so he's going to be down to mid HP. 888 can still give some viable information over, as Black-White did get knocked away. So this is like their best time to actually push over because Black-White is knocked away. But it's still not going to be an easy feat to achieve here, Dave. Like here, Ray Jocko is put so damn low, just a few HP, and he goes down to his doom because he jumps too early away from that car. Blue Bees are down now to only one player, and that is Divine.
Divine is definitely one of the top fraggers from the team, though. Pinned down, very challenging position. Really can't move, and I believe they're getting shot from Godsent out there in the distance as well, trying to third party this fight. So let's see what. Oh, Divine actually able to push back and get this pickup. This is big.
Yeah, he had to move away. The reason why that car was about to explode, if it did explode at that moment, he was dead. He was going to take him down. So Konina Power definitely keeping some really good pressure away. They're going to send Gonzo on forward with Robdini, which I think is good. They're going for a 2-2 split to make sure that Blue Bees can't really move away. Not too much of an issue from this spot, as Black-White is going to be the first man positioning himself in a really aggressive manner upon Blue Bees. Going for the spray, but the spray is not actually connecting too heavily, but the blue zone is going to be taken down on their health bars as Divine picks up the kill, picks up the knock actually onto Black-White. But you said it right, Godsent and also Aerowolf are going to be slowly third party in this fight, as they do indeed go down. But Konina Power losing 2 of their players to the hands of Godsent and Aerowolf. They are struggling now. They're in the same position which Blue Bees were just a few seconds ago.
Yeah, Divine, such a good squad mate. Got the pickup, passed off a first aid. Definitely could have used that first aid in that situation right there. But Black-White definitely playing spoiler. Will it even matter though? Godsent up here on the high ground, looking down right on top of Gonzo. Let's see what they could do.
They're just going to look for an opportunity really on Konina. There's not much to do because Konina, they've got to go uphill. I think their cars are also in really poor shape so far. I think they took a lot of damage earlier. So Godsent.
I mean, it's smoking. The Zima is smoking.
Ooh.
Rob's actually able to make the pull up right in time behind that boulder. Actually insane.
That was an extremely risky one. Like literally just 2-3 bullets and that car was gone into smithereens. So Robdini was able to make it, so that was a nice lucky try. But Godsent, they're still going to be extremely relentless. They were in a similar position as they are right now on Sanhok. They were earlier versus the likes of Nova-XQF Esports, and they took down Nova-XQF Esports, and Konina in a similar position now. So I think that here Godsent are in a really good spot. But actually, hey, we're seeing actually Godsent actually retreating away from Konina Power's position because the circle didn't move away from their spot. So they want to try and be a little bit more proactive and take a decent spot for themselves.
I mean, I respect it. Just pull back, get into the zone, and just continue to gatekeep them pretty much. I'm looking Navy, though, kind of with the 3-1 split from Godsent. Up close and personal at Loops, Navy needs to make sure not to get spotted in their position. I
think he will definitely try and get the best option available at his hand to try and go for the fight. I don't think he's going to go there prematurely. Definitely got the information on Loops. And then just...
With the Tommy gun, too. Yeah, it has the information. Knows that there's at least 2 right here. I would assume calling for support, as now we see another member of Godsent coming to make the approach, or at least thinking about it. This is Loops, though.
Yeah. Looking at the north also, going to be seen. I'm actually going to go paddle over to Nova-XQF Esports as they are. As I said, I think that was actually the end of Nova-XQF Esports as they just got eliminated. So that's a big F in the chat for them as they lose the next one of their players. Like, they still got one actually over here, not anymore. There you go. Now they're actually eliminated in 6th position. Konina Power going to go for the last second rotation. Aerowolf in the northern side. They're going to be crashing onto this compound, onto the side of Zeus. And Zeus, they are on the receiving side, but they are defending this compound like their life depends on it, because it does. As Aerowolf losing 3 of their players down to only 1 is going to be Super Una. If he can get the squad right, it would be huge. He could go for 3-man res also on his teammates, getting pushed 1 by 1, and Zeus will eliminate Aerowolf eventually. That will be down to now 4 teams on this VIKENDI game.
Ronan, just so good right there. 3 kills, able to get the pickup. They got the north to themselves. Let's see, I'm trying to pan out myself. Do they have a nice, clear pathway into the next zone? I mean, I want to say yes. I mean, they got a couple boulders. They got some trees to work with, and I don't believe any eyes are on them currently, as Navy kind of keeping Loops busy. Konina Power's in the tail end of this one, just trying to survive themselves. So that was a very important fight for Zeus to be able to continue to survive.
It was definitely a really important one. And now they're just not going to be contested in the northern side. There's no one there. Unfortunately, in this one, there's not really too many good buildings for Zeus to try and hold on to, so they're going to have to go through the open grounds of VIKENDI, which could make them easy pickings for the likes of, Godsent, Konina Power, also Loops eventually, but Navy is actually going to be taken down because of the blue, so he's really taking his time on this one. As Konina Power seem like they want a piece of Loops here, they're going to be actually pushing downhill upon Loops to take this fight in a 2v3 manner.
I mean, if Navy can heal up and hear the gunshots, Navy might be able to play spoiler right there behind Loops while they're in this engagement with Konina Power. Rabdini, Gonzo, up close. Dadin going to be spotting him.
Yeah, Dan is going to be spotted out, but he's going to still take that fight with the barrel, trying his best to take that fight for his team. But Navy's still going to be taking his good old time on the southern side, just in the outside of the circle. He's going to try and make his way forward eventually. But Zeus, look at that. They actually went for a decent spot. They made themselves a makeshift compound with that crate. Ronin crashes the car inside of it. So now they can easily deny teams going down away from this compound like Godsent, Konina Power, or Loops. So I think that here Zeus this is a 10,000 IQ play. This is a great position to control the circle.
I mean, they win the game from there.
Yeah, 100%.
If Ronin could make sure not to get knocked in their position and they got to be patient. Just be patient. Let the teams come to you type of deal, because between Zeus and everybody else, there's a nice little spot of open terrain that will just be an all-out firing range in the favor of Zeus. So if they can just, stay calm now, wait for the next zone, this is an easy dub going their way. And, okay, Navy from behind was spotted finally.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, really. Like, Godsent losing another one of their players. They're down to a two-man team, but now Loops and Konina Power, they're being more intertwined every single living second. So they're going to be encountering each other very soon. Ronin is taking some big shots, actually, from Gonzo. But he will be able to make it beyond that crate. He will not get shot underneath that car. It could be an underlying issue for them at the rest of this game. But still got a four-man team like Zeus are just looking so dominant. As now Loops, Dadin's going to be pushing up on Konina Power. He's looking for the information down below through the staircase. He's getting sprayed from up above, but where exactly he does not know. He's looking up above, but does not get the information in time. And Dadin will go down. Loops down to one player. Kowalski going to be there. If he can get the squad wipe on Konina Power, he could go for the res, but unfortunately, this is going to be such a hard attempt for Kowalski to pull off here, Dave.
If there was a player to do it, it is them. At one point in time, the MVP of the squad. 1v2, Gonzo, Rabdini, they've been popping off all game long, and there it goes, the Uzi to the face. 2v2, v4 right now. Zone in favor of Zeus. Ronin taking some shots at Gonzo out there in the distance.
Yeah, as I like to call it in these situations, this is a 5-4-second position. Who is it going to be? Konina Power or Godsent dying last and able to take that third? It seems like Godsent will be the ones dying first, and there you go. They go down to the hands of Ronin of Zeus Esports, and now it's all in the hands of Konina Power. But Gonzo is doing some work. Chris Robdeny, they're able to take down Ronin, that leading man on the forefront of their position. There he goes down himself. Robdeny going to be the last man standing, separating the Chicken Dinner and Zeus Esports. He's going to go for the last second first aid kit, which is going to be huge for him. But unfortunately, I think it's just too long, and this should be the end. And indeed, it will be. Konina Power go out, and Zeus Esports will be taking the 4th Chicken Dinner of the PUBG Mobile Global Championship Scrims.
So, since I said Zeus were going to win that game, does that make me